My name is Kevin Taylor. We're here at Los Amigos restaurant in West Berlin, New Jersey, and today we're going to be making a yellow corn griddle cakes with queso fresco. So let's go ahead and take a look at our mise en place. What we have here is we have a 1 quart of heavy cream, 1 quart of whole milk. We have very fine cornmeal, garlic, chilies. This specific chili is chili arbol. We have whole butter. Some fresh herbs, which is parsley, thyme, and sage, and our cheese, which is queso fresco. It's a Mexican farmer's cheese, so it's similar to a goat cheese. And then we're going to finish it with a little end of summer tomato salad. So let's go ahead and get started. What we're going to get started with is we're going to have a sauce pot right here. I usually like to use a heavy bottom, and we're going to get this lit. Our cream, our milk, our garlic, and that's about 1 tablespoon of garlic. We have 1 teaspoon of the chili powder. We're going to put our butter right in there, so just kind of slowly whisking it to incorporate all that. And then we're going to bring this mixture to a boil, and then we're going to fold in our cornmeal. While this is coming to a boil, what we're going to need is we're going to need 2 pans with, I'm using parchment paper, but you can use plastic wrap or whatever you have handy. You're going to need 2 sheet trays, because what we're going to do is we're going to place the polenta right onto the sheet tray, and then we're going to press with the other tray right on top. And we're going to let that chill so we can get it nice and firm so it sears up really nicely. Okay, so right before we add our polenta in, we're going to season the milk mixture with a little bit of salt and pepper. We're using a kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. So we're just going to add that right in there. I would say about 1 teaspoon of seasoning, and we can readjust that once we taste it before we put it onto the sheet tray. This comes to a boil. We want to be very careful, because if we just walk away and just forget that we have this on, the milk will actually come to a boil and it'll just start to overflow over. So you just want to be very careful when you're bringing cream and milk to a boil. So as this comes up, we're going to slowly whisk in our cornmeal. And this all happens pretty quickly. It's going to thicken up pretty quick while you're whisking. And you'll notice that I have this rubber spatula over here as well. Once this thickens up and it begins to boil, and you can see the thicker consistency of the polenta, we're going to use a rubber spatula, and we'll determine when it's done as it starts to pull away from the sides of the pot. So if you want to take a look in here, you can see as it's really starting to get thicker. You can see around the sides. And this is going to be about 1.5 minutes you're going to whisk. And like I was saying, you're just kind of mixing it up and pulling it away from the sides, and you'll see is what I mean when it starts to pull away. So you can see it got that really nice thickness now. You can see how it's just kind of falling off the sides and making the bottom of your pots really nice and clean. That's a good sign that it's coming, about to be finished. So right before we finish, we're going to add our fine herbs. And that, once again, was the thyme, parsley, and sage. We're going to incorporate that in, as well as our cheese to finish it. And that was our queso fresco. You could use different varieties of cheeses if you like. You could use Parmesan, you could use goat cheese, pretty much any kind of cheese you would like. Today we're going to be using the queso fresco. So we can go ahead and turn off the heat, because we don't want to cook it too long, because as the cheese heats up, it's going to start melting, and what we don't want is the cheese to break, and then you'll just have a really big mess of oil on top of your polenta, and we don't want that. We want to pretty much emulsify that into the cornmeal. We're going to fold this onto our sheet tray. see that just really nicely pours right out onto the sheet tray. And we'll transfer this right over to our table over here. Right now we're just going to smooth this out. And it doesn't need to be absolutely perfect, we just want to get a nice edge down around the sheet tray. And you just keep kind of pushing everything down, away from the middle, along the sides. You can see it's really nice, smooth texture. You can see all the herb, the chili flakes in there. So now at this point, we're going to take our other sheet tray that we had. We're going to place our parchment paper right on top once again. And then we're just going to place that right on top. We're going to give it a little bit of a press, just to kind of give it a nice flat surface and uniformity. And we're going to place that in the cooler, probably for about 45 minutes. Okay, so now that our polenta is cooled off and we've already cut it out, we're now going to be coming to the plating part. Like I said, today we're going to be doing a griddled yellow corn polenta cakes with the addition of queso fresco. And we're going to do a little roasted red pepper sauce, some grilled shrimp, and a little end of summer tomato salad. We have a little bit of watercress to garnish, and a little, once again, queso fresco that we're going to top it off with. These right here are griddle cakes. You can see they're nice and firm. We're just going to sear these up. Now, today I'm going to be using a flat top griddle, but you can use any kind of Teflon pan that you have, or if you do have a griddle at home, you can use that as well. We're just going to start on a medium heat. Just do a little bit of streak of oil, and we're going to sear these up. It's going to be about, we'll say, 2 minutes on each side. And then we'll pop it in the oven to make sure that the center is all cooked for about 3 minutes. We have our oven over here, temperature at 375. And what we're doing is we're really, we're looking for this golden brown, which is, going to be a beautiful texture and flavor added to this polenta. So we're going to go ahead and flip these over. So we just do you can just use your saute pan that you're using, place it in the oven, and wait about 3 minutes, and then by that time you're going to have a fully cooked, fully warm product. So now that we've got our polenta heated fully through, we're going to go ahead and we're going to plate. So like I said, we have our red pepper sauce that we're going to be using today. You can basically do it any way you'd like. I'll show you the way that we're doing it at the restaurant right now. Basically, we're just going to do a little circle of sauce in the center. And then we add our polenta. Now we have the polenta right in the center. We're going to put our pieces of shrimp along the center here. We have our tomato salad, and this is just a mixture of fresh Jersey tomatoes from Stella's Farms, some charred jalapenos, also from Stella Farms, and red onions, a little olive oil, sea salt, fresh cracked black pepper, and basil. We have our queso fresco, and then our watercress. And that's it. That's our finished plate. We have a seared golden yellow corn plenty cakes with a little bit of grilled shrimp and end of summer Jersey salad. See you at Cooking for Kids' Sake. This is Kevin from Los Amigos Restaurant, and I look forward to seeing you.